And Lori Woods, who's always with us. Hey, Lori, she just asks, let's see, she asks, I would like to clarify what is or what is not allowed in manuals for exams.
And that was going to be the number one thing that I wanted to cover today. We get this question a lot. Now, I want to describe to you the intent of note-taking within the book. When you are adding, first of all, you cannot add information. You cannot add pages into a book. We've seen people become very, very creative who will white out information that's written in the code book to write their own notes. That is not allowed. Inputting or stapling or taping in passages of information is also not allowed in the book. The intent for the handwritten notes is as you're doing your research, little helpful hints to yourself so you don't make a mistake. The intent was never for you to write long passages of information that's being taken out of study guides and textbooks. They're just supposed to be little helpful notes to yourself as you're doing research. When it comes to tagging the book, highlighting the book, you have to realize that part of the exam strategy is trying to get through the exam as quickly as you can. That's part of your role as a coder, is most of you have a quota that you have to maintain. So getting to the right answer as quick as possible is what you're trying to accomplish. You can over input information into your books. If you're including so much information that you have to read through, that's precious time that you're missing on taking the exam. So some of it can be information overload of things that you're not even going to reference during the exam. So if you keep in mind what the intent of the note taking is, then you should be able to well mark your book that's going to be efficient for you on the exam, as well as your role as a coder. Now, when it comes to highlighting, when I was teaching and when I prepared for the exam myself years ago, I found it helpful to use 2 colors of highlighters. Throughout CPT, for example, our guidelines are providing us guidance on when we should be doing something and when we should not be doing something. So anything that I was supposed to include together, I would highlight in yellow. Things that I should not do and avoid, I would highlight in pink, because then I would be able to hone in very quickly and look at my book and know this is a warning. If I see these code series together, I know that that's a wrong answer. So that's not going to be a selection that I make. So for me, I think, too much of different colors meaning different things. You're spending more time remembering what your color coordination means than actually attempting the question. So even though I feel highlighting helps tremendously, too much of it's going to be overwhelming and you're going to drown out all of the important stuff by all the noise that you have going on with the color scheme that you're utilizing. When it comes to tabbing, the intent behind the tabbing is to get to the section the quickest that you can so that you're not flipping through pages. So those, I think that if you understand the why behind what we allow, that helps you make better choices and properly marking your book and including helpful things for you.
Okay.
But definitely do not put passages from textbooks or study guides in your books, because that will disqualify your book.